So those are the questions I have for the panel. Jump in with your questions. I'm sure you have them from the speed dating, entrepreneurial speed dating we did. What are your questions for the entrepreneurial panel we have up here? Folks, burning questions.
You asked us all the questions in the other
Does
room.
someone, I feel like someone has their iPhone out and they have a chirping sound playing. Is that, Ryan, is that you?
I don't have chirping.
I could totally see you doing
Has
that.
Stuart.
Yeah, you want to jump in?
Yeah, I have a question. I'm here because I'm a yoga teacher and I also rep for nutritional products and I'm looking to build my business. What would you say would be the top priorities for me to focus on if I had to choose between Facebook, Twitter, website logo, all the things that we're talking about? Like what kind of, how would you start?
What specifically, say your goal specifically?
So I teach yoga, I have events like retreats,
Yeah.
and then I also sell nutritional products. So I have, retail and
Right.
events, I guess, would be the main.
When I start, I'm going to hog the floor, but I think it's a matter of the way that I tend to look at things like that is, I don't know if you guys talked about marketing funnels in here, but I would tend to think about how I would design the funnel. So where are you going to start people at? And if it's on the web or in person, you would start out with something really small. I know you did this with your chunking in the buckets and the
Chicken.
nugget and
Yeah.
the whole chicken metaphor. So
Works.
it goes.
People love to retweet
on.
chicken and bacon.
So I know that you guys probably covered this, but just using my own language, I would start out with tweets, Facebook, potentially then sending them onto a blog, and the blog might be embedded in your website, which gives them the whole package. So that's a lot of stuff that Gwen went over, that structure. And then once they land on your website, it depends on what action you want them to take. So if you want them to go to your blog, if you want them to sign up for a free newsletter, if you want them to sign up and come for a free yoga class, you would structure your homepage to call out whatever action. It's 2 or 3 actions, 1 or 2 actually, it tends to be the best, to make it prominent so that once they get there, they know what your site is about, like I was saying before, and then they do something that you want them to do to get them the next step on the funnel, so that you get them towards, I don't like speaking like people in terms of conversion rates because it sort of dehumanizes the whole thing. But that's essentially what's happening. You want to convert visitors to your website into customers. And it depends on how you structure the whole funnel. It starts out with something free and highly valuable that has standalone value on its own, which is you can start doing that with tweets, giving out links that are valuable, funny, or interesting, and it goes on there from there onto Facebook. You can do it with your blog or your website. If you start giving people valuable free content, you start to build their trust, and that's what makes customers. If you can build their trust, they know that you are an expert in the field. They've gotten stuff from you before for free, and then once you offer them something for a fee, they're much more likely to hand out the credit card and sign up for something. So that's kind of my hit. You would look at how you want to structure that funnel and get them down to the part where they.
So maybe what's the carrot, basically? Like, what's your carrot going to be? And, to the horse. And Lululemon, you probably know in downtown, 29th Street, they do, every week they have a free yoga class, like Sunday yoga. They do a ton of free, like, little things with the community. They have a community board. Like, I think those are all carrots that they're giving out, and I think they're very effective carrots.
I do have a question on top of this, and I might get kicked off this panel because it's not web.
That's why I put you next to me.
It's not web key. But the question is, what is more important, your products or your yoga? And as funny as that sounds, you do have 2 different products there. Which do you value more?
Yeah.
And when you pick which one you value more, you can integrate them together. Giving free stuff online is key, but a lot of your users, they're not going online. They're like, they're yogis, as people call them here. That's the first time I've ever heard that term coming to Boulder. But anyway, so in the sense is with that, if you really want to push this product that you're selling, and yoga is you get more people coming to your yoga and less people buying your product, why not give away some of your product with a yoga sign up? If they do a year membership, they get free product. Because it's kind of the sense of, Seth Godin does a whole thing, and he talks about marketing to innovators. Don't market to everyday people. So it's the people that actually want your product that you're going to market towards. So the yoga people, if your product ties closely to yoga, give them your stuff, because if they really like it, they're going to tell their friends, then they're going to tell their friends, and they're going to tell their friends, and then they're going to go online and find this product, and then you're giving them free yoga stuff on there, and it builds that trust. It builds this like whole brand identity, and you can market them separately and you can market them together, but it's the universal brand of you, which kind of reinforces people and they trust you.
Well, Casey, you know a lot about landing pages, right? Can you tell us what landing pages are?
Well, a landing page is sort of a conversion encouraging tool. So if you're driving people to your website from Twitter, you kind of know something about them already. These people are Twitter, they follow me because they like yoga, but I want them to come and buy some product. So your landing page would be the page you tell them to go to. And on that page, you start with what you know about them, which is you guys are on Twitter, you've heard about my yoga. This product will help your yoga. It's a specific page that talks to directly what you're pitching. So I'm not sure if it's kind of a jump cut there, but
yeah, no, that's great.
what you guys were both getting at, I think, and what I want to reiterate is integration. Yeah, is integration. Like what you presented to businesses. You can either have two businesses or you can integrate them, but if you integrate them, you have to really integrate them. So don't tell me I do products and I do yoga. Tell me I have a comprehensive yoga program that includes body, mind, and spirit, or something like that, you know, and weave it all together into Force Marketing Funnel and guide me through the process.
And capitalize every word in your sentence. Be sure to capitalize every word.
Don't give me choices. Don't give me choices. Find out what I want and give me that, and then show me what I want next.
Yep.
And then sell them back-end sales. You build up their trust. Like if you're saying, like these guys are saying, if you focus on selling you as your brand and has access to you as the main product, once they buy that, they're going to much more easily buy products from you, like physical product. It's much easier to sell people who've already bought from you. So you can still do both, but it's just a matter of how you integrate it and
Do you have a question?
present it.
So if you don't have an answer, that's cool, but I just thought this is such a rich opportunity to ask this. Where what I need is, I used to call it an agent. You know, somebody to go out and make me famous. I've already done all these cool things, but I don't know how to sell myself, and kind of what you're talking about, personal branding. So my question is like, where is there such a a person? And where do you?
Right there.
Oh, really? But I think it's not necessarily a traditional graphic designer. I don't know I don't know what you do, or not. Because it's a little different. It has to be somebody who knows tech and knows the publishing industry and knows all this weird new stuff, but also knows how to sell.
I think that the key essential part of that is having someone that knows effective people that they can freelance with as well. I'm really interested in PR and networking, as well as marketing. And if I need a website, then I know that I can go to these guys as well. And so I think that what is great about this community here is that all of us kind of rely on each other. And if I don't know something, then I can go to Casey or I can go to Forrest. But just having a PR person for yourself may be an effective way. Come up with a marketing plan. Sit down with someone and come up with a marketing plan. And that's how you're going to get to each one of us. Each one of these bits of pieces of saying, this is what I need, this is where I want to get to, and these are the pieces that I need to go through to get that.
Yeah, a good branding or marketing PR person would have access to all the resources.
So it's a PR person, right?
Yeah, like no, I don't think anyone's gonna have no one's gonna sit you down and say, here's the whole package, this is the ideal you, this is how to present yourself. Like I certainly can't do that, and I think
You're our publicist.
right.
That's
To
why
some
we're
degree,
all
I
here.
am a publicist, right? Like I have a trusted group of fellow entrepreneurs, and you're looking at a lot of them right now. So these are the people that I rely on and that I go to. And just to back up what Chelsea's saying, like I've been working with all these guys. Forrest not as long, but for a couple of years now. Some of them I've lived with, some of them I currently live with, and so you do build.
I think that has to happen.
And so you do build trust with the fellow entrepreneurs. So you touch one of us, you're going to touch us all, right? So that's a wonderful thing about the Boulder community and about the Boulder tech community is that we are so connected and we are such a vibrant community. Yeah. And you search on Twitter and you plug in Boulder, you're going to find hundreds of tweets going by a day from this community. So I mean, just a little shout out to Boulder